The Apitronics platform is for developing a system of connected devices for the outdoors. The platform's name and architecture is inspired by a swarm of bees, which are all coordinated by an intelligent hive. The bees are a field-ready device that can be customized and programmed to do just about anything, from weather monitoring to greenhouse or aquaponic automation. About 2 years ago, I was at a FarmHack meetup. I was telling the farmers about the Arduino platform, and they were really excited by this cheap little circuit board that could solve a lot of problems for them and really make a lot of the systems they needed more affordable. So when I was prototyping these ideas with FarmHack, I started seeing all the limitations of the Arduino platform. And I started looking around for something that was open hardware and open source that I could use instead. And there wasn't really anything that fit the bill. So I started creating the Apitronics platform that would solve all these problems. It would have more efficient power consumption. It'd have a solar charger on board. It'd have an SD card, GPS headers, XB headers. Finally, it also has a waterproof plug that lets you plug in whatever sensors you think are appropriate. All these things that you typically would want in these environments, and all of that in a waterproof enclosure that would allow you to leave it outside. But the Apitronics platform is not just about bees and sensors. It's an integrated architecture where the bee sends data to and from the hive, an embedded Linux computer which saves the data locally and provides a local web page as a user interface. The result is an architecture that is more robust and secure because it is not cloud dependent but may be cloud enhanced. The user interface allows you to check on your network, graph historical data, and set up text and email alerts based on sensor readings.
Well, I'm really excited to be in on some of the early stages of doing some farm weather monitoring, some farm greenhouse controls. We're experimenting with just keeping track of what's going on in my chicken houses out in the field. I can think of all kinds of great ideas for future possibilities for the Apitronics platform.
We're at a point where the best farming has yet to be invented, and the farmers who are going to be farming in the next 10 to 20 years aren't necessarily coming from a farming background, and the ways in which they're going to learn how to farm are just being developed now. And I think it is going to be a much more environmental data-driven approach to monitoring and implementing these new systems.
Once the bees were designed, one of the first things I went about doing was creating a weather station that plugged into them, because I realized there was no open hardware weather station that was commercially available. So the weather station I designed is pretty much comparable to any commercial weather station. It has all the sensors you'd expect.
We're actually going to put our Apitronics weather station right here in the Pick Your Own Garden, which I'm really hoping will start to engage some of my CSA members with the farm in a new way. I'd like them to be able to kind of see what we're doing with that monitoring, and then hopefully be able to open up some of the weather data that's being recorded there, plugging in with some other tools like the Wonderground personalized forecasts.
The funds are going to be used to set up manufacturing so that Apitronics hardware can be distributed and sustained, so that there can be this community of developers that develop around this common platform because they share all these common challenges. What's nice about an open hardware product is that I can't anticipate what they're doing, but because I've given them as much information as I can, they are well equipped and empowered to tweak the device and to hack it as much as they need or want to do some kind of weird thing I never thought of and never anticipated.